Hello, my Star Atlas people. It's me again, the MetaVerse Explorer. Let's talk Star Atlas for the next 10 minutes. Yes, I know. I always say it's a short video and then I end up going 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes. But no, it's going to be 10 minutes. It's going to be a short one today. I promise you that. So today, what I really want to focus on is some topics I haven't looked at previously, which is the FTX liquidations, which is why the Atlas and the Polis tokens have been doing so poorly in the market. And yes, you can still look at the market in general and say, yes, everything else has been going down, but I think Star Atlas and the Polis DAO tokens have been going down even less. So yeah, let's take a quick look at that. But before that, I want to show you this.
We have seen some female mud species.
You dirty dog beyond the horizon. You stay away from her, okay? She's an innocent alien. You stay away. Stay away. Now, big topic is the FTX liquidation. So just a little bit of a preamble for those of you who weren't aware already. If you're in the Star Atlas metaverse, you kind of know what all this is about. So basically, FTX was one of the biggest exchanges that was rivaling Binance at a certain point. Star Atlas did end up... its TGE as well as some freshly minted tokens did end up going to the FTX exchange, either through market making schemes or from people just transferring there. Whatever the reason was, FTX had some Star Atlas tokens, both the Atlas and the Polis tokens. So from now, I'm just going to say tokens, right? So what happened was FTX ended up going bankrupt and then they declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's still being worked out now. Some people are getting some money back. It's not like finished yet. But the foundation has started liquidating some of their tokens. What does that mean? They start selling some of the tokens they had in their reserve to either fund everything, make sure people get some money back, and just keep the thing going. So this has actually been reported on maybe for about a week or so now, and people had been looking at this, but now it's coming to the forefront. So big shout outs to first off Steven Sabol as well as Siggy. Siggy I know was recently looking at this a lot, and I just hadn't talked about it. That's it. So basically, this is Steven Sabal's Flipside dashboard where he looks at all the sales and all the tokens that FTX had, but also a separate tab for Star Atlas. So first off, let's have a look at the entire market. They had a shit ton. I'm going to say a shit ton, like $50 million worth of tokens just to be sold really easily. And that's what you see here. So it started really selling at the 1st of April, where we go all the way through here now. And let me take myself away. You can see there's actually not much left at all. Okay, not much left at all. Now, I'm going to say that there's a lot of different tokens in here. Of course, the biggest one you can see there is the Metaplex token, as well as the red one, which is Star Atlas. They had a lot of Star Atlas, okay? A lot of Star Atlas. Now, let me just take everything away. Actually, no, it's too long to do that. But we'll go to the whole Star Atlas section anyway. So you can see here they had some other tokens there. So to date, this is what they've sold in millions of dollars. Let me bring myself back here. So what we're interested in is the Star Atlas token as well as the Star Atlas DAO token. So they've sold around $9 million USD worth of tokens, which is what, 28 billion, whatever that is. And then you see here, it's also got in the DAO, the Polis DAO token itself is $5 million. So that is a lot of sell pressure, guys, a lot of sell pressure, and it's not finished yet, okay? So what I want you to see, let's go over to the Star Atlas thing itself. So you can see it did start out pretty heavy on 1st of April, but you can see that it's actually going a lot further down now. They haven't been selling a lot in the last couple of days. You can see it's only 0.3 million and 0.19 million, 198. So nearly 0.2 million in the Polis tokens itself. Now, this is the token sales, right? Outstanding Atlas in USDC terms. You can see there is nearly nothing left. This is where we started, guys. But now you can see they've sold a whole ton all the way down to where we are now. There's not much left. There's only like, what is that? $758,000 left in Star Atlas Polis tokens, and then $315,000 in Atlas tokens. So literally, guys, there's nearly nothing left. Okay, there's nearly nothing left, right? Now that is just the outstanding balance in USDC, and then this is also looking at the on-chain programs, liquidations through Jupiter's DCA, because they're selling it in multiple different ways. They're selling it through exchanges as well as on-chain. I think 2 or 3 exchanges, give or take. So this is the Jupiter DCA. You can see that. Very, very, very awesome. Now, I want to move on to this because it's kind of ending, right? It's kind of ending. There's not much more for them to sell. And you can really see that in the prices in Atlas and Polis. It's just been brutally beaten and beaten and beaten. But also, it is a Web3 game, really high risk, multiple deadlines missed, multiple, issues in the ecosystem. And that, of course, is going to let people sell the token. And of course, people are earning the token on chain using automated software so they can just sell it right away. So it's not just like a one thing, it's like a multi-complex issue where there's lots of sources of this token. And of course, it's supply versus demand. There's more supply in the market now than there is demand. It's very, very simple, right? You don't blame anyone for it. That's just how it is at the moment, okay? Now, what's happened, maybe, I don't know if I'll get in trouble for sharing this, but on the Discord, I did see some rumors floating around that one of the biggest whales in staratlas decided to actually leave the entire staratlas ecosystem. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. Let's just talk about it very briefly. So this is, and I won't name any names. I won't say who it is. I won't say what faction they're from. I won't say anything. But basically, they're liquidating their entire staratlas assets. Now, you can see here, he's got a whole bunch of ships that he had priced recently and how many he had and what he's trying to sell them for now. So basically, you can see an Armstrong tip. He had one for 275. He wants to sell it now. It's 261. So you can see here, look at how many air bikes he had. He had 11,000 air bikes. That's a lot of damn crew. He wants to sell that for $6. Now, if you go to the marketplace right now, the open market rate for an air bike is about $7. So that's $1 higher. So if you are in the market for ships, you want to buy someone else's liquidated assets, stressed assets. This is how most people make money sometimes, is you go and buy stocks or items or real estate that is distressed. And then when the market returns to normal, hoping it does, then you are in the money. Okay, you make some money from that. Now you can see he's got a crap ton of stuff that he's going to be selling. There is a lot here, my friend. So tread carefully. I'm not going to go on more on this because I want to keep it short. It's already 7 minutes. Let's talk about the global economy first off. So as you can see, as I said before, the Atlas token has just been decimated. Look at this. Look at this giant decline. Like, even crazy to imagine that we'd have an Atlas price of 0.01. I wouldn't even have thought that. We're at 0.0018 now. You can see it's crazy. Polis as well is doing the same thing. However, the Atlas Solana price has been maintaining pretty easily. Now, we've actually decreased a lot in Solana, and it's hard to know why. You remember when we were like up to 8%, 10%, even I think up to 20% of Solana at one time, maybe if I'm right. But look at us now, we're 3%. So this is declining. So you can't blame people for wanting to leave the ecosystem, right? As you know, I always try and be truthful. I always try and I shoot straight. I don't tell you any lies. This is my own channel. I do what I want. No one sponsors me. So that's what it is, okay? Now, daily active users, look at this. We have still been declining. We went up from 5K to 3K to 4K. Now we're just hitting just in the upper 2Ks. Now we're just below 3K. So yes, it does say 3K, but at the same time, remember, one person could have like 3 wallets. And they're active on multiple different times. So this, I would actually say, is just like 1,000 actual players, like people in seats. And I say around 1,000 because that's around about the number I get on my YouTube channel videos, usually around 1,000. It's very rare I go above 1,000 views. This video will probably get 500 to 800 views most likely. Yeah, so that's that. Now, I wanted to show you some other stuff in the labs, in the client. So I know people are gearing up for crew at the moment. I'm even crafting some max hogs myself because I have a small plan. It's not very, lucrative, but it is enough for me to be happy. Now, first off, I wanted to show you what is happening with the ship prices. Of course, we could see the Unibomber because it was an epic. People started buying that, right? It's now started to subside now because remember, an epic ship is going to give you, I think, a gold crew card, which means you can get a uncommon and rare crew member, if I remember correctly, right? But I want to go down and show you here, which one was it? Yeah, this one. There's still a stub on the primary market. It's crazy. There's still a lot of ships in score. When they come into Sage, it's going to be very, very hard. Oh, where was it? I was going to show you something specific. Where was it? No, maybe let's go to the next one. Sorry. So let's go to crafting, right? This is one thing I wanted to show you. This is the crafting ship data. So right now, only small players can really get away with making profit using crafting, right? And they're going to need crew for that, which is what the team is selling currently. And it's very interesting to see that the Thimble Airbike isn't the best crafting ship anymore, because you have to pay $6.56 for it. Whereas an Ogrica Ruch, right? An Ogrica Ruch where people were able to, I think, craft before, isn't that right? The Ogrica Ruch is going for $6 now. So this is one strategy people can do, where now you can buy a $6 ship, because we know roughly a crew is going to be about $5, $4, give or take, right? A common anyway. So, you know, it's going to be split between the crew, the ship, and then the ship bundle. So you can buy a $6 Ogrica Ruch, right? You get a crew from that. You can use that to start crafting extra. You can sell the ship itself, and then you can sell the bundle itself. And then you can use that to go and buy more crew. For example, every 2 component bundles, you can go and get another crew, for example. And then you have 2 crew. You've doubled your capacity in crew, if crew is the way you want to go. You don't care about the ships because you don't need the ships. It's a small ship. What are you going to do with it? Not much, okay? So that's one kind of way I'm playing it a little bit. It was just very interesting to see the Ruch is actually #1 for the cheapest crew at the moment. But if you want, you can go to this guy and you can buy lots of air bikes, even probably haggle for a lower price, $550, buy 1,000 of them, and he'll probably be happy. Give or take, we'll see. Now, that's the ship data, that's the crafting crew. And lastly, I wanted to touch on the small player tutorial. I wanted to, small people, to see if you're still losing money if you're scanning. So if you're still scanning, let me see what you are doing. Wow, yes. If you have $200 scanning, you are still losing, minus 43%. If you have $5 in ships scanning, what are you doing? Where is your scanning ROI? Where's your scan ROI? Scan ROI. You're still losing money, right? Nothing is positive. You're still losing around about 0.1%, which is terrible. Now, you only start making some money when you start scanning with $1,000 of ships, where your scan ROI is about 27%. And anything even below 20%, you're like, what are you doing here? You know, it's not really worth a lot of time. Now, mining is another way to go. It's still very profitable to only be mining hydrogen. You can see here, and this is to sell hydrogen by itself. Remember, not to do anything else with it. Now, some of the beauty and where people are making some money now, especially myself, a little bit, not a lot, very humble, okay, not a lot, is in the crafting. Okay, let me go down to crafting so you can see here. So crafting ROIs are still really, really high, guys. Yes, their liquidity isn't as deep as you'd want, so you can't exit this position quick enough. But some of the things have really good liquidity. For example, food, electronics, and also particle accelerators and steel. Steel is very good. Look at that, 310% ROI. Now, I always go and see fuel because that is the kind of easiest liquidity to go in and out of. And that is a, oh, no way, is that a 9% ROI? Oh my God, that's very, very low. Look at that. Fuel is being decimated. Keep in mind, this is updated 5 hours ago. So this is 5 hours ago's price, okay? Prices might have moved since then. So it's very interesting, very interesting. Now, upgrading Starbases is still a way to go, right? The ROI is still really high, only for a few things. The rest are not, okay? So those things are the top 5. Field stabilizers, electromagnets, radio absorbers, frameworks, and power source. Power source isn't bad, very easy loop to go to. Yeah, so that's it, my friends. I just wanted to give you a touch base on that. Crew are coming very soon. Make sure you're aware of what's happening. Don't go and sign any weird transactions. I'm going to show you when it comes and how to do that. And lastly, I found a strange website for the staratlas crew. I'm not sure if it actually is supposed to be public or not, but I asked some people to have a look at it. And yeah, I don't know if I can show you here. No, it won't come up. No, it won't come up. That's okay. That's okay. We'll leave it there, my friends. I said 10 minutes. It's been 14 minutes, so we stopped before 15. Sounds good. I'll see you later, my friends. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for staying with me in Star Atlas. And that's all I can say, right? We're here for a long time. We're here for a long time. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll see you later.